Synonyms and antonyms. A synonym is a word, morpheme, or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same meaning as another word, morpheme, or phrase in a given language. For example, the words begin, start, commence, and initiate are all synonyms of one another. They are synonymous with each other. The standard test for synonymy is substitution. One form can be replaced by another in a sentence without changing its meaning. Lexicography. Some scholars claim that no synonyms have exactly the same meaning, in all contexts or social levels of language, because in etymology, orthography, phonic qualities, connotations, ambiguous meanings, usage, and so on make each word unique. Different words that are similar in meaning usually differ for a reason. Feline is more formal than cat, long and extended are only synonyms in one usage and not in others. For example, a long arm is not the same as an extended arm. Synonyms are also a source of euphemisms. Metonymy can sometimes be a form of synonymy. The White House is used as a synonym of the administration in referring to the U.S. executive branch under a specific president. Thus, a metonym is a type of synonym, and the word metonym is a hyponym of the word synonym. Etymology. The word synonym is borrowed from the Latin word synonymum, which was, in turn, borrowed from ancient Greek synonymon, composed of syn, together, similar, alike, and onym, a form of onoma, name. Examples of synonyms would be sparkly and glistening, which both means that something shines. However, when it comes to the learner, they tend to choose one word over the other when they write or speak. If they need to use the same word frequently, then they should find synonyms that match the spoken word. A great source of synonyms would be a thesaurus. Students who are learning to write should be exposed to a thesaurus as the earliest convenience and taught how to use it. Examples of synonyms: bad, awful, terrible, horrible. Good, fine, excellent, great. Hot, burning, fiery, boiling. Cold, chilly, freezing, frosty. Easy, simple, effortless, straightforward. Hard, difficult, challenging, tough. Big, large, huge, giant. Small, tiny, little, mini. One reason we use synonyms is to stop repetitiveness when we write or speak. People begin to be annoyed when a writer or speaker uses the same word repeatedly. For example, I ate the clam chowder at Crab Shack's Chowder House. The clam chowder was delicious. Every spoonful of clam chowder was delicious. It was so delicious I had to tell the waitress how delicious it was. As you can tell in this previous sentence, we could have replaced delicious with the words tasty. Mouth-watering, appetizing, tasty, delectable, inviting, and so forth. Synonyms often are used in different registers of speech or writing. There are two basic forms of register, formal and informal. Formal register is used in a professional setting, like interviews, the workplace, or a courtroom. Informal register is used with friends, family, and hanging out with people in a casual setting, like a cafe. Synonyms are often some from the different strata making up a language. A strata is a class to which people are assigned according to their social status, education, or income. Depending on a person's upbringing and educational level, people will talk a certain way. For example, in modern English, we use Norman French superstratum words and Old English substratum mixed together. Thus, today we have synonyms like the Norman-derived words such as people, liberty, and archer, and the Saxon-derived words folk, freedom, and bowman. Loanwords are another rich source of synonyms, often from the language of the dominant culture of a region. Thus, most European languages have borrowed thousands of words from Latin and ancient Greek, especially for technical, mathematical, scientific, and educational terms, but the native terms continue to be used in non-technical contexts. Loan words are words created in one language that are not used in a different language. So to be able to discuss a topic, the individual speaker has to use the loan word. Before World War I, the Japanese did not have words for knife or baseball. Today they say nifu and baseball. Baseball is now called yakyu. Many bound morphemes in English are borrowed from Latin and Greek and are synonyms for native words or morphemes: fish, pisci, Latin, ichthy, Greek. Another source of synonyms is coinages, which may be motivated by linguistic purism. Thus, the English word forward was coined to replace the Romance preface. A coined word is a word or phrase that was created by someone that people use today frequently. Examples would be: to coin a phrase, band-aid, schnizzle on the frizzle, rock gut, EBGBs. The term antonym comes from antonymy, which is the technical grammar term for words that have contradictory meanings, but you can think of antonyms as opposites. Remember that anti means against or opposite, so antonyms are opposite words. For example, the word small means of limited size, while big means of large size. Happy, a feeling of gladness, is an antonym of sad, a feeling of sorrow. Antonyms can be all types of words, verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, and even prepositions. Knowing how to use antonyms can improve your writing and English skills, but some details need to be explained. Examples would be: old, new, white, black, artificial, natural, arrive, depart, argue, agree, all, none, amateur, professional, alive, dead, advanced, elementary, adult, child. Big antonym, small synonym, large. Contronyms or autoantonyms. A contronym, also known as an autoantonym, is a special type of antonym. Contronyms are words that have multiple meanings, and some of those meanings are antonyms of each other. Technically, contronyms are antonyms that are also homophones, which are words that are pronounced the same but have different meanings. Contronyms can fit into any of the types of antonyms below. One of the most common contronym examples is dust. As a verb, dust can mean to dust a table, as in cleaning. To give a dusting, as in putting a little bit of a powdered substance on food. Essentially, the word dust means both to add dust and remove dust. This contrast in definitions makes it a contronym. What's the purpose of antonyms? Antonyms play an important role in writing by making your words more effective. Placing opposites together highlights their differences and makes the individual word stronger. Specifically, you can use the power of opposites in 3 ways. Comparisons. Antonyms are great for comparing two separate things and drawing attention to what makes them different. Description. Sometimes the best way to describe something is to explain what it isn't. Using antonyms with a negative can add new dimensions to your descriptions and improve your writing's word choice. Keep in mind that positive descriptions are usually better than negative descriptions, so antonyms are not recommended for descriptions all the time. Types of antonyms. There are different types of antonyms. Complementary antonyms. Also known as binary antonyms or contradictory antonyms, complementary antonyms are word pairs where the positive use of one means the negative use of the other. In other words, they have an either-or relationship. Something can be either one or the other but never both at the same time. Complementary antonym examples: on, off, real, fake, alive, dead. Gradable antonyms. Also known as polar antonyms, gradable antonyms are opposite amounts of the same quality. For example, far and near are gradable antonyms because they are opposite amounts of distance. However, these qualities are relative. Gradable antonym examples are new, old, hot, cold, long, short. Relational antonyms. Also known as converse antonyms, relational antonyms play opposite roles in a mutual relationship. For example, Batman and the Joker are relational antonyms. Neither can exist without the other, and yet their roles are completely different. Relational antonym examples are buy, sell, left, right, parent, child. Antonyms and prefixes. In English, antonyms are often used with prefixes, small syllables of around 1 to 3 letters that attach to the beginnings of words to change their meaning. Here are some common prefixes used with antonym pairs, along with their examples. Each of these prefixes essentially changes a word's meaning to its opposite. Dishonest, dishonest. Appear, disappear. Agree, disagree. Logical, illogical. Legal, illegal. Responsible, irresponsible. In dash, I'm possible, impossible. Decent, indecent. Discreet, indiscreet. Non-believer, non-believer. Binary, non-binary. Linear, non-linear. Mislead, mislead. Behave, misbehave. Fortune, misfortune. Malfunction, malfunction. Nutrition, malnutrition. Adaptive, maladaptive. Unimportant, unimportant. Necessary, unnecessary. Likely, unlikely. You can use flashcards to help teach antonyms. Write on one side of the card a word and on the opposite side the antonym. Try and see if the students can guess what the opposite card would be. Well, that is all the time we have for today. I hope to see you next time.